1993.
So what album we talking about?
Doggy Style.
Oh, Doggy Style. Okay.
Ha baby, what do you know? It's me, Okie Dokie. Okie Dokie.
You know the shit would come on when he be in the hot tub.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I do remember. I remember. I was in high school when that came out.
That was a moment.
Yeah, I mean, it was the fastest selling album within 24 hours.
Yeah, that was
That's when they was counting album sales.
Yeah, that was they was really selling records then too. That wasn't no
Chronic.
That wasn't no streaming.
He did a platinum album in less than like 24 hours.
Then
it was highly
He
anticipated.
came straight off the Chronic, right?
Yeah, no, we talking about Doggy Style.
I know, but wasn't that like straight off the
Fresh
Chronic?
out the Chronic, yeah. Fresh out the Chronic, yeah. Because that was his album too.
So quick, right? That's why I went. Because they already had a hot ass.
He already had the buzz, yeah. That's what I'm saying. He had the buzz.
But then the West needed somebody to bring it back, so with him, he did what he did. I mean,
they had his whole Snoop was the man. We can't hate Snoop.
That album,
Snoop had his own style.
That album from beginning to end is a classic.
Yes, it is.
Right. That's the definition of a classic. A classic is an album that you could play from beginning to end with no skips.
Right.
No
timeless piece of
When you
work.
skip one or two songs, it can be a good album, but not a classic. Or you can put, almost great, but we don't do that. So we actually do classic or good. And for that album, I remember going to Sounds of Market, going down there getting the tape. The tape was $7.99. You had to pay tax, so paid $56. It's like
Oh, you went to Sounds of Market? You ain't go to the wall?
Sounds of Market.
He got the boy Charles. I ain't have to buy. I had a roommate in college. I was in my first year in college. My roommate came. He was just over there. He had the Dickies and every damn thing. So
he was straight West Coast out.
He said, I've been playing that NWA and Snoop Dogg, and I'm like, who the hell is a Snoop Dogg?
Cause that shit was different.
Boy on what's it called? He got a group called the Dog Pound.
The Dog Pound, yeah.
He put that joint in, yo. I'm like, damn, yo,
shit blew your mind, right?
Yeah, this shit is hot. We just kept playing. Niggas was coming like, yo, what's this? What's this? Like, no, that's that Doggy Style Snoop Dogg.
Yo, you can really play that tape from front to back back then.
Yeah, Doggy Style with that shit, man.
Now, when you bought your cassette, that yours had G's Up holes down on there?
Yep.
Now, did you hear the remake he tried to put out with October London?
No.
He fucked it up.
Well,
because it's missing Nate Dogg. Like October London, I like October London, but he wasn't. They should have kept it the way it was.
Yeah, but you got to reinvent for a new generation that doesn't want to go back and listen to old stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right? This is a generation that when they listen to music, classic is, they don't understand what a classic is.
Right.
They only understand a song is 3 minutes long and it's microwave. They on to the next song. We listen to an album as a whole week.
Yes, we do.
Right? If I get the tape on Friday, I go from Friday to Friday listening for the lyrics, the production, the samples,
to the artwork,
to
the
everything,
whole,
right?
credit,
I open up the whole thing, read the whole album, where they recorded at, what samples they used, what they were doing, everything, who they thank you and everything.
Who the engineer was.
There's no more of that, right? So when you look at classic albums, we can go down the list, but we can understand that when Dog Style came out, it was the transition of the West taking over from basically NWA not being there.
It was, because it was a whole different sound.
When he brought the Chronic out in '92, it was at the time of the LA riots, so it just took off.
It was,
so again, the West was destroying the East Coast. Now we say that we were still on top because we were. We still had our Gangstas. We still had our BDP.
We still had Naughty by Nature because Naughty by Nature was holding it down.
We had Naughty by Nature. We had EPMD. We had Redman. We still had a whole bunch of people, right? So we still had who we had. We still had our boom bap era. Yeah. But what it did was when it came to with Dre and him taking the album and making it a movie and putting it to where the clarity is, then what he did was he made everybody elevate their production of how they did things, right? The engineering part, the clarity of it, the hearing of...
Because he was using musicians.
Yeah, but he was also sampling to where he was sampling and he was able to tweak and make sure that you heard everything.
No, like that's what he was doing. That he wasn't sampling, he was using musicians.
But if he dropping a bottle on an album, like, he ain't using no musician, right? He's making a sound. So when they drop the bottle, you really think you hear the bottle. Right, because of how it is coming through the headphones, right? So when we looking at back in the 80s and the 90s, we ain't had these kind of headphones. We had the small joints with the padding that you sitting there with they orange. So you was listening. You was like, what? You rewind it, you had to rewind the tape back or the CD, right? So again, that album from beginning to end is a classic.
It was.
Then you get to introduce, not even introduced because you knew who they were. You had Corrupt on there. You had Daz on there. You had
Lady of
Rage. You had RBX on there.
Nate Dogg, Jewels.
Nate Dogg, right? You had the Stylistics, right?
No, the Dramatics.
The Dramatics, I'm sorry. The Dramatics. So you had a bunch of...
Because they bass player was in the group.
You had a young, we didn't know who he was at the time, Bow Wow.
Yeah, right. He was on the I'm a motherfucking hustler. You niggas better recognize
That's Bow Wow. So again, we didn't even know who he was. So again, that album set the tone for a lot of where production is leading up until now, right? People want to sit there and say, oh, I got this engineer, he the best engineer. Your engineer is somebody that's in the house or the basement that's learning how to do things, right? Much like how Dre learned.
Yeah.
But it can get to that point where, but again, that album was
that was a
fire mic.
It
was fire mic. You know what I mean? It was.
They didn't even give it 5 mics when it came out, though. That was the fucked up part about it.
No, they wasn't prepared. They
went back and gave it lit.
Yeah, because they wasn't used to that sound yet. They had to grow on them.
I think the first. I think the Chronic got 5 mics.
No, neither one of them, because they said the Chronic, because that was the first album he was using live instrumentation, and they brought that up. I went back and read the article with the source they gave it.
So who was the first album
to get
5 mics?
They gave it like 4.5.
Who got 5 mics?
Who got 5 mics?
I mean, we know Illmatic,
Outkast, Biggie, a lot of East Coast niggas, Ice Cube.
So they all started.
Because America's Most Wanted got 5 mics.
No, Death Certificate.
No, it didn't. It should have got 5 mics, but it didn't.
Yeah.
They said it was too West Coast sound. They hated on Death Certificate. I don't know why. Death Certificate is just as good as America's Most, if not better. Because Minister Society was based on it. I'm going off the subject.
No, you good.
He pointing to the camera.
I'm just looking around, because when I talk, I look around. I'm sorry.
So, again, you want to understand that, when we talk about classics, we talk about music, we talk about instrumentation, we talk about the sampling, we talk about all that. We talk about even the lyrics, right? Snoop took us on a journey.
Yeah.
If you never been to LBC, if you never been to the West Coast, you can actually close your eyes and picture everything.
That's
right?
true.
A lot of people never been to the West Coast, right?
That's true.
But if you close your eyes, you understand. You understand gang culture through there. You understand everything. You understand them sitting on, low riders, or they sitting there hitting switches, or whatever it may be that they use with their lingo. We can go and listen to that album, and you like, yo.
Even the skits. The shit with the W ball shit and all that shit. That shit was crazy.
That's dozens.
That was next level.
Right. That was dozens, right? That's playing the dozens, so they joking around and stuff like that.
Right.
Why do you think the album was a classic?
Because it had babies. It impacted a genre. It's artists out there right now still trying to duplicate what was done on that project. They whole lingo, the way they was talking, the whole vibe, the aesthetic, the whole thing made it a classic. The whole energy of the time period. Remember, at that time, he was fighting for his life. And he went ahead and he made that album, and he rushed that album because the distributors wanted that album quick. So he really didn't get to finish the album.
Yeah, Interscope wanted that thing real quick.
So that's just crazy how they just took a little bit and made that a lot. So it definitely has to be a classic.
How many cuts was it? 14? Was it 14 or 15?
What, when the album came out?
No, how many songs was on
the album?
I think it was 15 records on there.
13.
Wow, 13.
No, I'm counting G's up, holds down too, because it was like 30, it was like 14.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But again,
because remember they had the next episode credited on there, but it wasn't a song.
And then we listen to Life After Death. What Big say? I want to make an album like Snoop.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell for $1 million like Snoop. Oops.
Right? Because again, Life After Death is a mirror image of.
Listen to Ready to Die. What's the first beat you had when they walking Biggie out the cell?
Doggy
Shiznit. Like that. You could tell they was listening to that when he was making that album. It's the influence. That's what I said. It's Spawn Babies.
I forgot. Like, what did Dre say he listened to? I think it was when he made the Chronic. Oh, A Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory.
Low End Theory?
Low End Theory made him make, because they just got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So Dre said, listening into Low End Theory made me go make the Chronic. Because if you listen to Low End Theory, it's a masterpiece within itself.
I can see
it's
that.
It's a great masterpiece.
I can see that. That's
another one we'll talk about for later date and time. You know, so.
That's my biggest argument. Which one is the better album, Marauders or Low End Theory? Because both of them albums is just so crazy.
It is just.
But I kind of like Marauders a little better because of the song, right? The whole thing, like how the album start off with the Steve Bilko joint. That's my joint.
But it's just, I don't know. Low End Theory is probably.
Because of Scenario and all those records like
not
that.
Even that.
And what's that? Check the Rhyme was on there. When Check the Rhyme on there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's different. It's different to understand. You know.
Yeah.
Again, the East Coast still influenced the West. Yeah. If you don't make Low End Theory, you don't get the Chronic. Okay. And when you get the Chronic, you don't get Doggy Style.
You don't get Doggy Style, right?
Because again.
And then you don't get dog food.
Oh, I ain't. Nah. You talk about with the Dog Pound?
Dog Pound album.
That one's good.
Yeah, that album, that's another classic.
Nah,
that don't get spoken about.
Good. I ain't gonna give it classic. It's hard to get classic, you know.
If it ain't, it's damn near. Maybe it got some flaws, but that album is a crazy album.
You giving it?
It started a war too. That New York record.
You know what I mean? What you think? Oh,
I'm listening. They all was good albums, but I'll let y'all debate on that one.
Fun fact about Mr. Ogie Doke over here. He didn't know Bitches Ain't Shit was about Eric Wright.
I didn't know that he was dissing Easy on that joint on his verse.
I thought Look how he looking at you.
I thought he said, no, when I listened to it, I'm hollering out, I used to know a whole name, Mary White. We used to rock around.
No, he said Eric Wright.
I know, you told Eric Wright. I'm all loud and shit. Mary White. My whole night. I swear I'm saying this shit right.
Yo, that hurt my stomach when he told me that, man.
Who you know who wrote it already?
Who wrote that for him?
Yeah.
DOC, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DOC did write that verse.
Yeah, I know that much, but I couldn't. The way he say it, it don't sound like he's saying Eric.
No, he said Eric Wright. We used to roll around
Mary White
that night.
Yeah. But I thought he was a dyke bitch, a lesbian bitch. They like to roll with his fucking hoes that night.
I got
you. That's what I thought it was. To be honest with you.
He didn't know Always in the Sun was about Cube either.
Right.
When he was like, Dre, I was hollering at your bitch O'Shea.
Yeah.
He was low.
Yeah, I didn't know he was talking about Ice Cube. I didn't know his name was O'Shea.
You know his name O'Shea?
No, until later on.
He said it back then on the NWA album.
Man, I ain't pay that shit no attention.
You ain't read the inside.
I looked at NWA. Nigga, I looked at the cover and that was it. The big boys had it. So they let you use it look at it for so fast.
That cover was
see, this would look like, then they take it back. All right. And put it back.
Which one? The Straight Outta Compton one, or
I'm talking the original one. Where all of them was on it. It was deep.
And Straight Outta Compton when they got the I think what's the name got the 38.
That's the second album cover. I'm talking the first one when they like in the back street or something. They got the car and they all.
You're talking about NWA and the Posse?
I'm talking NWA. Yeah, that's
what I'm the first album, NWA and the Posse with the original Boys in the Hood.
Right. That's the one I'm talking about.
Got you.
Then 1,000 Miles and Running and all that. I mean,
that's at the Strata Compton.
No, I meant to say Strata Compton. I meant to say Strata Compton. They had like a cartoon drawing, right?
With 100 Miles and Running?
With like the guns and all that.
No, they all just be standing like they got somebody surrounded, and I think Eazy-E or something got the gun pointed at somebody.
Okay.
Like a visible person.
Yeah, I don't remember that cover too much.
Because Arabian Prince on that cover too.
I'm just saying, I got you.
Because they got the whole group on the cover. Because remember, he left after the first album.
I could listen to the
We're about to get Rob a job down at the Smithsonian.
He is in the Smithsonian right there.
We're going to give him a hip-hop Smithsonian tour. You been to the African American Museum yet?
No, I did what you were just talking about. We was having a conversation. I was one of the ones that bought the album, and I read the shit from cover to cover. I read the cartoons, the linen notes, who wrote the songs, who produced the song, who did the arrangements, who programmed the drums, and what studio they recorded it in.
See, Rob.
And what color drawers they had on that night when they dropped? What were they smoking, nigga? What were they smoking on that night? Was that the Chronic or the Kush?
That they got for the Jamaican boy that was on the records.
Well, what was Rick James smoking, nigga, when he made Super Freak?
I don't know.
He was up
that
in
baby
Buffalo.
in them. I don't know. They from New Orleans. They probably was snorting something. They was smoking.
He's not that baby. He said Rick James.
I said Rick James, man.
Rick James from Buffalo.
He was probably snorting something too. He smoked his weed and he snorted his little shit too.
Yeah, Rick James from Buffalo.
Yeah.
he was.
Rick James was a rock star.
Yeah, he was the man.
He was.
Yeah, he was a rock star.
They get a Grammy for that or American Music Award?
No, Snoop never got a Grammy until later on. Death Row, none of them Death Row albums got Grammys. They was nominated, but none of them got a Grammy.
Right, of course they wasn't gonna give Suge that money.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna get Suge.
They wasn't giving Suge that money.
About to come home too.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna give Suge that money. Yeah, Suge ready to come home because Diddy grade shit. Because Diddy grade shit, my dudes. Mm-hmm. That's why everybody coming home who's been around that
King
man.
Home,
everybody coming home.
R. Kelly.
All of them.
R. Kelly about to come home. Everybody.
Buffy gone, man.
You know they just leaked a phone call with him and his son this morning.
He gonna be walking down the jail cell like he was walking in that video.
I've been around the world.
No, the other one. When they first, remember he's all wild, dancing and shit.
The total video where he be dancing on the step.
No, the first video. When he jumping all around, jumping in the pool, acting crazy on Juicy.
Oh, Juicy.
Yeah, he gonna be coming down dancing like that down the jail cell.
He gonna come down.
Singing the hook to tomorrow, you look everywhere.
Right. Greased up. He gonna be oiled down, shining like a motherfucker.
Take that who you are.
Remember, he brought bling to the game. He the one that brought the shiny shit to the game. So he gonna be shiny as shit in jail. Baby oil. They gonna call that nigga baby oil. Not Puff, baby oil.
He's sitting on court.
He gonna be throwing Diddy parties in jail, cuz.
Oh, he gonna have a good time. He gonna turn the jail out.
He gonna turn him out.
He turned him out. Diddy gonna be the head of the talent show. And if anybody want to perform, they gotta give Diddy head first.
They're gonna be making Ciroc hooch.
If you want the producer all in your cell.
Right. All up in your cell.
All in the video.
Come to Bad Boy.
Right.
That's gonna be interesting.
I still don't see what Suge said offensive about that.
Nothing. He didn't say nothing.
I don't think he said nothing wrong.
They can try and get Suge out the way, man. That's all.
It is what it is. So let's wrap up. You understand? We done had a good night tonight. All right, we back. We back. That's right.
We back in this motherfucker.
We talking about the staple of the black community besides the hairdresser is the barbershop. But the barbershop getting out of control a little bit these days.
Are. These
prices is off the hook.
Yeah,
the prices off the hook.
Ha-ha, baby, what do you know? It's me, okie dokie. Okie dokie.
How much you pay for yours, good brother?
I had to go find somebody where I could just pay $35. I was up to $60.
60?
I paid 40 for a cut before, remember?
Yeah, 40. I done found a place, they cutting hair for 80.
What the hell
$80.
Where the hell you going?
Should I be promoting them people or not? So I ain't gonna say the name. No. But you know, sometimes people, $80.
What they putting in there for $80?
No wash, no nothing, just $80.
You got the ring light in there?
No, you don't get no massage.
You don't get no ring light?
No, but a bunch of hassle.
You get razors? You get the razor on there?
You might get the razor. You know, everybody try to give you the white lining. You know how that
chalk
go.
line?
Yeah, the chalk line. You know how that go.
The chalk line.
$80 though, that's a bit too much.
80, man, that's a bill, a real bill. $80.
Yeah, that is.
I ain't got time for it. If I give you $80, you gonna cut my hair 2 times at once.
But they said now you know who taking over the
Chinese,
bar.
the Asian.
They cut for $5 from the. That was 80s prices.
I went past one. They was cutting for access cards. Shit, what I'm talking about? Yeah, they want your access card.
Shucks, what's going on these
they
days?
say no, just swipe.
They said what's the names is coming and cutting.
Who that?
All the migrants.
Yeah,
they said they cutting on the spot.
And they cut with a hot ass spoon and a butter knife.
I seen that on social media. Yeah.
Hey, you're sharp. Like, take this machete. Don't move. They cut you with a hot machete.
Getting all the hair.
Yeah, making sure.
The migrants, they said they cutting, you know what I mean?
They could do it with a little. They do a lot with a little.
But I think the black barber still is the quintessential point of,
rare, though,
everything.
Yeah, but you know what's so crazy though about the black barbershop? If you ever go in there and notice, just how you could tell when you're getting older.
They got females in there now.
Not even that, cousin. Peep this. When you go in the barbershop now,
what's that?
All the young boys coming there with the buckwheats. Everybody got their hair all wild, or they got the dreads, and then they come and say, I need a shape up. Could you line this up around here? And then the man line them up and charge them $40, $50.
$40
for a whole line. I'm like, yo, what is y'all doing, man?
I thought that was like $7, $8 back in the day.
What you just say again?
You said back in the day.
Back in the day.
When was that?
Barbershop.
Back in the day.
That was back in the day.
That was way, way back in the day.
And then we got the other part. We got the worst part of it all.
What's that?
The Michael Irvin put in the black dye, take my age back to what it is.
Oh, damn, now, right to the dye.
Now, if you're doing it for a purpose, okay. like you doing it for like some
Prom
kind
or
of
some
photo
shit like
shoot
that,
or something
going
like
to an
that,
event.
and you know, or the
It's
event.
either black or they do that little burgundy brownish stuff that they try to put in their face.
No,
and be looking
I
crazy.
know, yeah, you
They
about
still
no,
look-
you
they still look
going
crazy.
to another route.
They
I know what
still
you're
look
talking
crazy.
about.
They
As you
still look
talking about
crazy.
our brothers down at the mosque.
Man, I don't know what brothers, whatever. I just know it look crazy. I don't care about about their religion and that. It's just out of pocket. If you're going on, you getting great. Your stuff is changing naturally.
There you go.
What are you ashamed of it for? Do you ever see a silverback gorilla try to change his silverback?
No.
Okay, then so why we try and change our silver?
I have no idea.
That's knowledge. Knowledge is born, right?
I got it.
Basically,
You know
right.
what I mean?
But
I
you know,
can't
ever
wait till I
notice
get my gray hair.
when you do it, it ain't too far. Yours ain't too far. It's coming in too. But once you do it, once you do put that stuff in your face, you look real funny. You look different. You look weird, like a weirdo. Just like a woman that's 86 years old and she got on that young girl wig.
Oh, she got a BBL?
Oh, I don't know about no BBLs. I don't mess with them anyway. If she ain't a BBL to me, I take her with a BBL, but it gotta be a natural BBL. I mean a big lady. That's a BBL.
Okay.
A BBL. That's
A
the
BBL.
BBLs I want. Yes, a big lady.
Okay.
That's my BBLs.
Okay.
All that other.
If
all
you
that
can
other
lift
stuff,
it, you can be with her.
I ain't even got to lift. As long as I can get the leg up, that's good with me. I do the rocking chair with a big joint. I rock it. We rocking back and forth. It's all. You ain't got to get Superman.
That's
Long
why all
as,
them chairs is being sold out there at Lowe's and Home Depot, the rocking ones. The
Man,
little
I get them on
plastic
discount. I get chairs on discount because I got a good connect.
Okay.
So and I got big hands. You got big hands. It don't matter how big they are. You can work with it.
I'm with you on that. So we got to understand, right? The black barber in the barbershop with this Beijing and these prices is getting out of hand. I don't know what we're going to do, but social media got it to a point where everybody is a barber.
Right.
Everybody's cutting. Half these young boys don't even have licenses out here. They just cutting. They just be finding. They learned off of YouTube.
But you know how that go now at the barbershop. Half of the barbers that's cutting your hair ain't got a license. You only need one person with a license. He could recruit a couple people in.
Yeah, they all learn from it. They learn from YouTube.
That's all they doing nowadays.
That's crazy.
That's why your hairline going farther and farther back. You sitting there with a brother don't know how to cut. Next thing you know, you got a curly top. A couple months later, you got a Lou Gossett. You bald head.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yo,
Gossip
nowadays,
died too,
going to the
man.
hair salon
rest in
anyway,
peace.
more
Rest in
than
peace,
going
Lou
to the
Gossett.
barbershop.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I'd rather
it's
have,
sad.
you know what I mean? Whatever I got left, I'm going to keep.
Basically,
You know what
I mean,
I mean?
don't be ashamed
Don't
of
be
it.
ashamed of it.
Be
I
you.
think when certain guys go to the barbershop, they try to throw back the clock to deal with these young ladies, right? And that's the problem. The problem is you got people
It
like
don't
you got a
matter.
Rick Ross who up there in age, and every week you look at his beard, his joint is dark as midnight.
Yeah, right.
That thing is dark. He is how can I say a spokesperson
That's
for
why
Fat Joe's hair dye.
Now I understand why he ain't trying to get into that fight that was going on in Canada. He'd have got into a fight. Them boys had all type of black stuff on their knuckles and hands and on their shirt. trying to get in that rum.
He got out there real quick,
He
right?
ain't do nothing.
He said, "Listen, y'all not messing up my Beijing."
No, they like, his man come, baby, what happened? I hit a nigga. No, you didn't. You had a barbecue and they didn't invite me. Look all that goddamn charcoal on your shirt. You was working the grill, nigga.
You ain't lying.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
But
that dye stuff
we
has got
gotta
to stop,
cut
man.
it out, man. It ain't right.
But
Just leave
Michael
it alone.
Irvin messed it up, but Philly started it.
Yes, we did.
Philly started it.
Yes, we did.
We started it.
I remember that era.
We went through the black dye.
We start everything.
But that's the problem.
That's us. Yeah, we back. We back, man. I got something I want to get off my chest, y'all. This is outrageous. I can't take this no more.
Good.
Man, it's hot. When it's hot, ladies, I'm gonna talk this strictly for the ladies. Ladies, when it's hot outside, I don't know why all the time y'all gotta have everything out. Butts and tits is not always need to be seen.
Baby, what do you know? It's me, okie dokie. Okie dokie.
It's just nasty. All these tattoos all on the body.
That's a little extra. I agree with you.
Stretch
Tacky
marks
weed,
all over the place. I mean, look, I'd rather have stretch marks. I'll take stretch marks over tattoos.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with y'all
agree
on
with
that
that.
one. Cause at least I know them tattoos come from. I mean, not tattoos.
Stretch
Them
marks
stretch
come
marks
from
come
something.
from something.
Kids,
Yeah.
Come from
shit
something.
like that, yeah.
Kids are eating a lot.
Yeah.
That
So
is
either,
true.
either
Yeah.
way, I'm good with that. Now, them goddamn tattoos, as you get older, you start looking funkier and funkier with them tattoos. You start looking dirty and nasty.
Said looking like a dirty biker chick.
Worse. Yeah, right, 80-year-old biker chick, right. Then, you know what I mean? And they just, no, I'm cool.
No.
I'm cool.
So
And
when
then-
it was hot outside this week
Right,
and you was observing,
yes.
Yeah.
you was just sitting there looking and see what was going on. it didn't look appealing because the chicks was out there with too much too much off, and then the tattoos.
Some of it like the
because the tattoos look like they get them done in the basement. Back in the day when they used to have those tattoo parties,
you could tell,
and it looked unprofessional.
Yes, you could tell the difference.
Right, it looked like how you got graffiti on your arm and you're a female, and then want to cover up with a rose that looked like somebody weed,
right?
Look like a weed that they drew on their arm.
A little 5-year-old got a hold of that goddamn tattoo gun and was working on her. She let him draw on her. I mean,
and they all been drinking and whatever else. Why would I get not no tattoo?
But see, you could tell which ones who ghetto from the ones that got a little bit of class. Because the girls with the class think they got class anyway. They got a little better tattoos. They have good art.
They do.
Them chicks from the hood, they be having some busted ass tattoos.
Yeah,
they got they shit from the house party.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They did.
And then you see the ones that spent some money and went to the parlor.
You can tell the difference. You know what I mean?
Because when you got a tattoo that only got 2 colors, gray and black, then you know you ain't spend no money.
Right,
you went to a tattoo party, right? You get some color in there.
As long as it ain't a Joe, John.
And everybody they all think they look good with them, but all of them don't, man. Then I start to notice the difference between white chicks when they dress skimpy and black women when they dress skimpy.
It is a difference.
It's a difference.
What's the difference?
When white girls dressing skimpy, they pull their stuff up in the crack of their ass and all up in the crack of their coochie. That's what they do.
You going a little too far.
Shit. I'm just telling you what it is. Black sisters, they wear stuff that's just tight that they can't fit in, so that shit like they can squeeze themselves all the way in the pants.
So you know what the acronym is, right?
What's that?
Suits. Squeeze up in this tight shit.
Okay,
that's what they do, right? That's the acronym I've always created, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the chicks look in the mirror, they're getting ready to go out. Man, girl, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna show them what I'm doing.
Gotta jump up
so
and down,
then they do it.
So she gets suit up.
She gets suit up. Squeeze up in this tight shit.
She gets suit up so she can go to the club and juice you up.
Yep,
there you go. Suit up. So, looking good in your suit.
There you go. Listen, so tits and ass is what everybody's looking for. Again,
that's
men,
true.
They don't care. They don't care. Like anything on 2 legs, they take it. Blind, crippled, and crazy.
Right.
You know,
we love them all.
No, I don't love them all. I got a motto. If I can't lift you, I can't be with you.
Well, that's your motto. Once again, we had that before.
I like that motto. If I can't lift you, I can't be with you.
You know what I mean? That's his motto.
Because I'm a big guy. You skinny, so you like them heavy. You want them to be your covers. You like your cover. You want your cover during the winter.
I don't mind a skinny chick, and I don't mind a thick
I don't
thick
discriminate.
Chick.
I'll take them all.
Right. What's a thick chick? Let's get the discrimination.
Okay, I'll break that down.
If it's 3 thicks.
Are you watching 600-pound Life?
Thighs and ass.
It's the thighs and ass.
That sounds like a 600-pound Life chick you like.
No, that's a little too heavy for my taste.
So you said thick
maybe
chick.
250.
250?
Maybe 250.
Man, it don't matter to me. Like I said, it don't matter.
She's heavy structured, Rob. What are you doing? At 250, she's heavy structured.
We having a good time. Bushwick having a good time.
Bushwick having a good time. What happens if there's a fire and you got to get her out? Can you put her on your back and carry her?
You might not have to put on your back.
Equal rights nowadais.
Shit,
you know what I mean? Chivalry
right.
Dead.
You said chivalry
dead. You better
dead?
rescue me.
As my mother-in-law always said, every pot got a lid.
Put you on her back and roll down the steps. Put you on her stomach and roll down the steps. Keep you protected.
Keep right on pushing.
That's right. The big fireball. She come out smoky as shit. Her back burnt like a motherfucker. But you safe like a motherfucker.
I'm holding on to the ponytail.
Under the 4th stomach. You got way up under there.
Yeah.
Covered you up. It's all good though, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. But I like summertime, like I said, the ladies just don't care. They skippy and everybody can't be wearing.
We're going into the fall now, so they'll cover up a little bit, you know what I mean? And
to an extent.
No, it's still gonna be tight.
Because they still have them jackets.
Yeah, winter tights and knee-high boots.
Out.
That's what it is now.
Winter tights,
winter tights and knee-high boots. That's what they're gonna be wearing now.
Facts.
They don't get them tights up. Since they gave them tights
ain't going nowhere.
Jeans done went out the window. I remember back in the day.
No. Jeans are still in for the age group of 35 and up. They still wearing jeans.
Okay.
So I have the fortunate of going to see Maxwell a couple weeks ago.
Oh shit! I know
people had jeans on. And some people looked like they was going to the cabaret. So you knew the older group was still in there. They had the black jeans with the red belt, with the red shirt and the red shoes. And I said, that's a cabaret outfit.
Yeah.
Right. They was dressed to kill. So again, they still got it. It's just the age bracket. This young generation, they feel as though, listen, the less I have, the more you going to look. The more I have, the less you're going to look. That's
true.
it. So, I mean, what can we do going on? Just make sure if you got a daughter, she ain't following behind the trends.
Don't follow behind it, because that's what they got them doing.
Yeah, don't.
Twerking and working.
Don't have them on that TikTok. All right, so let's get back to the understanding of hip-hop, right? Today's music is the understanding of kill or be killed versus lyricism over what's out now.
Baby, what do you know? It's me, Okie Dokie. Okie Dokie.
And marketing. It's more
Which is
about
great.
branding and marketing.
Right. So we know it's about branding and marketing, right? We know the sales is based off of streams, not off of album sales.
Correct.
No more CDs.
What the fuck is a half a penny?
But before then, though, it wasn't about none of that. Just about partying and having fun on the weekends and all that stuff. Really, before the bread came in,
and that was the thing.
That was hip hop was about, for you to have something to do on the weekend and not
Yep.
be in the crib bored.
Yeah, cause I thought it started out just motherfuckers was just having fun. It was never about no money or branding.
That came later.
Niggas ain't even barely match back in the 8 when this shit first started. Niggas wasn't even matching really.
Right. That came later.
Yeah,
when,
niggas,
when
had.
it came in the 80s when Run DMC did a deal with Adidas.
Yeah,
right,
that's when hip hop.
That's when it started branding.
Right, that's when hip hop
changed,
and it came in during that time. Because if you go back and you look, even with like commercials with California Raisins, remember the California Raisin commercial?
I remember
they
that,
started rapping.
They did the Marvin Gaye shit.
Hip hop itself started changing in the 80s to commercialization. So we go away from the hip hop of
80s.
partying, having fun, being out at the park. It became a business.
Right.
And we look at it now and we look at hip hop. And I say the golden age because we grew up in that golden age of the 90s, the late 90s, the mid to the late 90s. And we look at it now. We still got some of those guys, right? We got a Kendrick.
Yeah.
We got a Cole, right? You got, I'm not a big Drake fan, but you could put Drake in there. You could put other guys that's, still
Wayne.
out there. You got Action Bronson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's different, younger within this.
You got the NBA young boy.
I'm not feeling him. I can't deal to melodic hip hop. I need lyricism. Yeah. I grew up on lyricism. Right. We need to hear what you're talking about.
I got knowledge, not just
right. And it's not even just knowledge. It's like the understanding of you got a person like Nas who brought 6 albums out in 5 years. Why he's the greatest MC ever. Right. And he's rapping now, whereas the 3000 says he can't rap about stuff. Yeah, but Nas is the greatest MC to bring out 6 albums. Which tells you hip hop can keep going on. It's just how you get to the point of what you're trying to rap about.
But eventually, it always gonna go back to where it started from, because somebody always gonna have something that they want to speak upon that's going on.
True.
And that's what hip hop
was
about.
That's what hip hop was always about, a message. Because even when you go back to Melly Mel and them, they was talking about messages.
Right, they was giving out a message to everybody. Yes,
right.
That's
but
what
it's a business.
But once
that's the problem. When you start giving the message, does the business make money?
Yeah.
No.
Right. It kind of waters it down. Yeah.
Not even that. You inform people to be more conscious of what it is that they do.
Right.
If I tell you, listen, don't go and drink soda because high fructose corn syrup causes diabetes.
That's true.
Then how many people gonna stop drinking soda? Where the soda companies start losing money, but then the same companies, like you said, branding wise, is up there giving people money to basically put their brands out and make money off of hip hop. So we got to look at it like that.
Oh yeah, we got a caller. Caller, what's your opinion, caller? How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I don't want to predate myself, man, but I'm a little bit ancient, man, in this.
But that's what we need. That's what we need. We need that opinion. We need that ancient opinion.
Let's go. Let's get that.
So my question is, if you guys truly understand, or the origin of hip hop, what was hip hop all about?
But we got. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I want to ask you this. Okay. Well, what I want to ask you is, so the origin, was it to where on the weekends did y'all go out to have a party? Y'all went out to parties, right, to have fun? Far as because back then the discos really wasn't nothing the scene that y'all really was being a part of, right?
No, the discos was predated us. So
so you more block party.
No, the reality of hip hop started. The reality of hip hop started with DJs. The rappers was an afterthought. So if you go back to Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, that's why it was called Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Right. DJs had the first name. Right, DJs had the first name.
So it was all about scratching, cutting, and just keep the music going. And it was actually like a form of expression. So the reality to hip hop was parties.
Right.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so basically y'all knew right. Y'all went to have a good. Y'all went to dance. Everybody went to have
dance. Yeah, the dollar holler they used to call it.
Okay.
So DJs used to bring all these big giant speakers, 15s, 18s, big giant pile of speakers, and they used to go in the basement. And he used to scratch, cut the records. Everybody danced to a break beat.
Now was everything always in the basement, or where else y'all partied at besides basements?
It started in the basements. Then it moved to outdoor spaces like in the park, and then almost every block. You know, once everybody started having DJs in their own neighborhoods.
You know what that led to.
It was like a walking block party.
Right.
So you could, you'll hear it from blocks away. Boom, 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 boom.
Now, I want to ask, who was your favorite DJ crew?
We only had one DJ brother in Philly. That was Jazzy Jeff.
No, that's not true. Jeff learned from Nell, Master Nell.
He could have, but
he learned from Nell from South Philly.
Jeff, right?
Ho, we gotta get South Philly some props on this one. Jeff would tell you he learned from Nell how to do Transformers.
I heard him say that on the Nas
what crew was Nell from? Everybody had a crew. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Nell was from down South Philly, from 21st and really 18th and Catherine, but he would DJ at 21st and Catherine at the schoolyard called Arthur School.
Okay.
And then Jeff would come down, they said, when he was in his teenage years, and I know this for fact, because speaking Nell, is that Nell was the one who taught him Transformers.
And what was Nell crew name? Because everybody had a little crew. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, you think I was with the crew? Like, you think I was carrying the crates?
No, I understand you ain't carrying the crates, but I'm trying to ask. We got the OG on the line with us, so I'm trying to find out.
I'm trying to find out who Nell is myself.
Yeah, Grandmaster Nell. His name is Grandmaster Nell.
Grandmaster Nell.
Yeah, Grandmaster Nell.
There was a lot of Grandmasters.
But back then, though, everybody was still sectional. Yeah, North Philly, South Philly, West Philly. So certain areas, people didn't really.
Yeah, because you couldn't go to North Philly if you ain't know nobody to
and stuff like that.
I'm gonna push back a little bit because in the hip hop era, you did have blocks, but at the end of the day, we ended up down the Belmont Plateau, where everybody go.
Okay,
but I'm gonna throw this trivia out there for you. Who's the first rapper then, if you want to talk about? And they from Philly.
The first rapper.
Yeah, let's see if you know your trivia.
Kingpin.
No. Remember Jocko? Jocko, where you been? Around the corner and back again. That's really the first rapper.
Jocko was an old head.
Jocko was one of the first rappers out there before even Melly Mel, Africa Bambaataa and them. Jocko was actually the first rapper.
Yeah, he brought it to the forefront to make everybody.
People, they forget and don't know about Jocko, but Jocko was the first rapper.
I remember Jocko. He used to snap his fingers.
I heard about Jocko.
Yeah, he used to snap his fingers and rap.
My grandma used to always talk about Jocko.
Yep.
He was an old head then, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was an old head back then.
Yeah, he was old.
So he used to say little rhymes in between the segments or whatever.
Jocko, baby, from around the back. Don't say on the block. Jocko, what say I'm around the back? Like that is what you do.
But I thought some of that shit Gil Scott Heron was doing.
Corner and back again.
There you go.
Right.
Yep. So you know what I mean. So we know the origin. You know, hip hop's origin starts back really here in the city of Philadelphia.
So you say it was the dollar parties. That was the most expensive that they was back then to have a good time was $1. That was like a high price.
It was, man. 50 cents and $1 on the weekend.
They was rubber dubbing in that basement.
50 cents $1. And y'all, and I want to ask you another question. And back then, right, it was a good time. Everybody went home with blue balls. Excuse my French, but everybody went home with blue balls, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, because they had a great. That's not. I'm just saying it was a good time back then. Yeah. Everybody danced.
Everybody danced. Right? He was on that wall.
Who started the color light shit?
Well, we were mostly kids.
Yeah, that's 70s.
Say that again.
We were mostly kids, and that was the funny part about hip hop, right? Because as kids, right, a lot of us didn't understand that the artist was grown men sometimes.
Okay, right.
Melly Mel and a lot of those guys, they were up there.
Right.
But we were all 12, 13, 15. We just wanted to come out, dance around, jump around, and have some fun.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I got what you're saying. Right. Because there was a bunch of, like you said, with teenagers. Because they was in their 20s or something like that. And y'all was in y'all early and mid-teens.
Yes, correct.
Then. So basically, hip-hop may be a little older than what they try to say that it is. Well, rap. I'm going to say rap.
What, 51? It's 51 years
Because
old.
hip hop is a culture, but they was rapping before they started, with the sweatsuits and the sneakers and rap was already going on.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's not really 51 years old.
Because rap came later. Hip hop came first. Rap came later. Rap came
No. We
Yeah.
can't say that because they already showed that rap been going on since the 30s.
But they wasn't calling it rap.
But they was rhyming.
It's
They
called
was rhyming.
toasting.
Well, you can say rhyming.
What was it's a group they had, I forgot the name of it. The boy they was rapping and singing and all that stuff.
Back in the day.
Yeah, in the 30s.
The gospel group.
It was a gospel group. I forgot the name of it, but
I
the boy.
heard about those guys.
Yeah.
I heard about
so
those guys.
it was going on, and the reason why they call it the rap was because people were speaking on things that was going on. The knowledge was in the lyrics. That's why they called it the rap.
Right, and that's
what I mean.
That's what they've been doing for us for years anyway.
You're right, because
You
you
go
asked me
back.
some of that shit
Well-
James Brown was doing was rapping.
Are you sure they was talking about WRAP or RAP? Because I'm gonna be honest, I felt like rap started later when MTV came on. Yo, MTV Raps.
But that's more
And we
hip hop.
started calling it rapping.
Yeah, that's more hip hop.
That's more hip hop though with the R. I got what you're saying with the R because it was the W or the R, but I believe it was probably because they got hip with it, so they put the R on it, took the W out.
Yeah, that's like if you watch Soldier.
You know what I mean?
Watch Soldier Story when they be in there doing their chants.
Well, what I'm
Soulja
saying
Story,
is,
that's more
what
rap
I'm
too.
saying is, rhyming in hip hop is different from rap. That's my point.
Okay.
Right.
But y'all can expand on that if y'all like. That's the perspective I'm coming from, because hip hop was the form of dancing, form of graffiti,
Right.
just
Dressing.
art,
Dressing as well.
DJing.
Right.
It was all about art.
Right.
So,
You're right.
so when the
Yeah,
when the rapper started rapping, he wasn't really considered a rapper.
Right.
He was considered
One the rapper was supposed to be bigging up the DJ at when it first started.
Exactly.
Am I correct?
Mhm.
Right. He said
Yep.
It was about the DJ because
Yes.
remember when you listen
Yeah.
to them songs, they was always talking about their DJ.
Right.
right. So that it was like a ceremony of so he wasn't really known really as the rapper. He was more like the hype man for real. But I
the
forgot
DJ.
what they called him before they start calling him a rap.
MC, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Right.
MC.
Ceremony. Right.
Master ceremony. There you go.
Mhm.
He was an MC. So we were rhyming, and then we were rhyming to the break beats of the DJ, and then the master of ceremonies came on, and he was the hype man, and that's why.
And for those that don't know what a break
Go
beat
ahead.
is, because some people don't know what a
That's
break
the
beat
breakdown
is.
part of the song.
You know what I'm saying? So explain to them exactly what a break beat was, because a lot of them don't even know what you talk about when you say break beats.
They
These
damn
younger
sure
kids.
Okay, so in terms of a break beat, is you have a whole soul record, and within that soul record, it's a drum. It's like maybe a minute or two or less, sometime only 30 seconds of a drum.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A
It
drum
usually be
break.
the drum
So
section, right?
that DJ will concentrate on that drum, like Let's Dance. Anybody ever hear that song Let's Dance to the drummer's beat?
Yep.
So within Let's Dance to the drummer's beat is a little break in it where it's just a focus on the drum. Let's dance to the drummer's beat. Let's dance. Boom, pat, boom, boom, pat. So that was the break. So the DJ had to keep that beat going. So that's why he always had two turntables, and then a microphone was invented, because the MC came in to keep the DJ hype as far as keeping that break beat.
Yeah, right. But thank you very much for your opinion and thoughts on this, good brother Ken. I'm glad you called in.
No problem, man. You guys keep up the good work, man.
The other day I should never smoke. I smoked a little bit, man. I started going in. I started analyzing the Wiz. The Wiz, Wizard of Oz, the Wiz, the Wizard of Oz, both of them.
Okay. And what
Yeah,
you
I mean-
Okay, now break this down.
Baby, what do you know? It's me, okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Now I looked at it as like
This is how I do it.
people, a lot of people try to get to Hollywood and they wanna, it's like you walking that road, trying to get there to get to the
yellow brick road. Right.
Yeah,
Tried to get the eyes.
Right, trying to get the eyes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you had Dorothy. Dorothy, she got lost basically, but she tore the house down and killed the witch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now
she did.
that's like niggas in the hood, everywhere you perform, you tearing the house down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know I'm working with something now.
Yeah.
I'm about to make a move.
Mm-hmm.
Bang. Now you start exploring because now you're trying to find somebody that can help you out. Now, she walking, but I'm just saying as a person in the business, you going about your business.
And it's showing you her journey basically to get the start.
Now you run from the first person. Bang. That was the Scarecrow. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now with the Scarecrow, he was all about using your head.
Okay.
Because he didn't have a brain. Didn't he need a heart? Or no, he
needed a brain. He had no heart.
He had a brain. No, he needed a brain.
He needed a brain. Tin Man didn't have a heart.
My bad. I'm fucking the story up.
The Scarecrow, I believe, needed a brain or whatever.
Yeah, Rob didn't watch The Wizard of Oz.
So now...
He watched The Wiz.
That's... even that too.
He watched Diana Ross.
No, we get... Thanks for saying that one.
Okay,
now,
go ahead.
Now we hit The Wiz, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, he was the Scarecrow.
Right.
But the song that he was singing to you was telling you...
You can't win.
About the game.
Yeah.
And he says that to you.
Yeah, he did.
In that song.
He did. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
You put me in with the song.
So it's like, damn, hold up. Now we're gonna go back to the white one. We're gonna go back to the original. I'm saying to the original one. Now in the original one, the Tin Man and Dorothy, she gets helped him down off of the Scarecrow pole, and they started
jigging.
They got it balanced together. They started with Off the Sea, the Wizard.
Right.
It wasn't really no real song. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, we had the Tin Man. Now, when it came to the Tin Man, this Hollywood. Now we talking about Hollywood now.
Okay, go ahead. I'm seeing where you're going with this.
Now, when it came to the Tin Man, what was it that the Tin Man needed from Dorothy and them to get him to go with them?
Well, on the Wiz, he needed oil.
No, they both of them needed oil.
Okay.
But and
he needed a heart.
He needed a heart.
So he needed some dope.
So
he needed some courage to go and shoot the dope.
So now
that's where you going with it.
No.
He said,
I'm saying with the Tin Man issue is the oil. How many times have we done heard celebrities or people who was in the business talk about somebody wanted them to use some type of oil on them?
You right with the Benny Medina shit, the Sean Combs shit. I got you. I see where you going with that.
All this is coming.
Okay.
So now, bang, that's that on part of the Tin Man. Even on the white one, they show you that because he talk about on the other one they tell you the same thing.
I got
it's
you.
still with the oil. You see what I'm saying? Now we're gonna get to the lion. Now with the lion part to me freaked me out.
Wow.
From a kid, I was freaked out. It just didn't look right. The original Virgin Lion didn't scare me.
Okay.
I had the nightmares about the black one.
The Wiz.
Yeah, he looked like a goddamn drag queen. That motherfucker had them big ass Clydes on. He had that big wig, makeup on his face. Yeah, then he had that big ass fur on with the pocketbook on his hip.
Oh
the
man,
furry
looking like
pocketbook.
Bert.
Man, looking more worse than Bert, nigga. And that shit freaked me out. You know what I'm saying? So now you look at the lion, right?
Yeah.
When the lion first come on and he come out at him, how do he act?
He act like a film.
He was tough. He wanted to fight everybody. Put him up. The other one the same, and the black one the same one till he got what? As soon as this shit gets smacked out of him, he turned into him. He turned into a bitch. Ah! You hit me. Screaming in the hollering.
No, what's the name? Bitter. Toto.
Still.
Toto bitter.
Still, he was he was supposed to have been tough.
True. But a dog bit a lion.
Yeah, and then he started crying and screaming, and he got smacked. He got smacked too. When he ran up on her, she turned around and smacked him.
Oh, okay.
She got him 2 times. She got him and the dog got him.
Okay.
But on both of them, they crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, whole time you soft, but you playing tough. That's what they showing you still today. All these hard ass artists, you look, they soft as shit. They doing all type of soft boy stuff.
Man, it's crazy. I mean, just what happened today, or was it yesterday? Dirk got locked up, and he sat there, and I was watching clips of Wallow explaining them to both Dirk and to Young Thug to actually cut out what it is that you're doing because it's not good being behind, that jail. You know what I mean? That's still. And they both ended up back there, and it's kind of crazy with the industry and how it is. Yeah, even with this whole, allegations with Diddy.
There you go. With that one, right? Back to the Wizard of Oz. The witch. Didn't she send her millions after them to bring them to her? So in the industry, it's the same way.
Yeah.
They send their millions out to get you, either to get you put you in the chambers or either bring you back to them, right? Or bring you back to them.
Which is called taking a catalog.
Bring you in real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, they bring you. This is what we want you to do. If you don't, we're gonna do this to you. This.
I got you.
The same thing. So it's still what you're saying. Evolve with that. It's the same exact. They just showing you through that movie, through characters, but in real life, you're gonna go through the same thing when you're trying to get there.
I mean, I agree with you in the sense that when we look at the industry, right, and we look at what's going on and how it is, basically the understanding is you can only go but so far to Oz before we get you to come back to Kansas, right? And the understanding is, what is Kansas? Kansas is basically you right back where you started from,
back home.
right? And the understanding is we can take everything from you and put you right on that block, and you can talk about your has-been career because you have no more career. So the understanding is, I had a good discussion about that whole, Diddy and the ready to, notorious B.I.G. And, what happened out there in L.A. And people were like, oh, man, it don't make sense. The catalog is money.
Right.
That's true.
So again, if
you take, that catalog for years,
if you look at Big, right? You look at Big. He had a 3-album deal.
Right.
Life After Death and Ready to Die. But Life After Death was a double album. He was done with his contract.
Yes.
He had his own label. He wrote 3 classic albums.
Yes.
Life After Death, Junior Mafia, and Little Kim.
Yes.
I walk away. Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like anything, I'd rather you go dead than let you go alive.
Because I can make more money off of you dead than with you alive.
Here you go. So you take that catalog. So again, it is somewhat like the Wizard of Oz, right? Or the Wiz and whichever version.
Both of them.
Either version you watch,
you're
right?
You're going through that.
So you're going through it. And the understanding is people will sit there and they
hold up. One more, forgot you about Biggie and Puffy situation, right? Didn't the witch put a hit out? I mean, didn't the wizard put a hit out on the witch?
Yep.
No, on the witch.
She put on
he made Dorothy and them go and kill the witch.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
The one from the west or the east, one
No, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah,
they wanted them to kill the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
Right.
So the Wizard of Oz put the hit out on the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's true.
And he used them as to be his hitmen to go and do it. Just like shit in the industry. Nigga, you want this?
And then what came out about the wizard? The wizard was a regular person. He was
fake. He was bullcrap.
He was fake, right?
Right, he was bullcrap.
So the understanding is like the industry. There's these myths, there's these doors that people talk about, these gatekeepers. There's no gatekeepers.
Smoking mirrors.
It's smoking mirrors. The gatekeepers are yourself or getting to where you want to get to. Like anything. Do you want to be famous or do you want to do the art for what the art is? That's the problem. Everybody wants to be famous, and everybody want to put
the cheat code to do it.
So again, they'll sell their souls to the devil, right? And so you'll sell your soul to the Wiz, to Oz, and understand. Okay, cool. This is what I want, and you get what comes with it. So again, the industry is the industry, and we know how it is. From sitting back and watching.
So now, at the end of it, you got the witches. Now, the end of it was with how they both died.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The green, the white, on the original one, they throw water on her.
Yep.
And she melted or something like that, right?
Yeah. But on the black one, they flush her behind down the toilet. I
never seen the Wiz.
Like she a piece of shit.
You never seen the Wiz?
No, I heard the soundtrack, but I never
seen
seen
You ain't got your card.
You
lost your card. You know what your card is, right, Rob? Your black card. How you never seen the Wiz?
I
gotta watch that. Right.
I didn't like the original. I didn't like the actual Wizard of Oz, so I definitely didn't want to see the black ones.
And on ours, on ours, they got us doing ballet dancing, doing all this weird stuff.
Well, that was Alex Haley and Quincy Jones.
Still, they made us look bad.
Well,
no, that was my favorite version.
They should have been doing some other stuff. But
what was you going to do?
No, they gave everybody their props. No, they gave everybody their props. But I'm just saying, why we couldn't be doing something, we actually doing dancing instead of doing some type of ballet stuff.
We did it in Coming to America.
Jim Crow, huh?
We did it in Coming to America.
No, we always do that in the movies. We always doing some type of tribal dance or arm swing. We never really do dancing like how we be at the park or at the club or something like that.
We already talked about that. Nobody dance anymore, man.
No, we understand that.
Dollar parties, we talked about that.
In them days, they were dancing. That was in the 70s.
Okay.
In the early 80s, that movie was made. They was dancing.
They did dance in that movie.
But they was doing ballet, man.
That's what Alvin Ailey was big time back then, man.
Okay, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
But I thought it could have been a little. But I'll leave it alone on that. Yeah.
All right. Don't watch the Mary J version then.
Excuse me. So, you know what I mean? We're going to start off with,
So what's the topic tonight, fellas?
We got a few good topics tonight. But, the first topic, though, I want to get on is about these bad behind kids out here nowadays. They all ain't bad, but, we got a few knuckleheads in the bunch.
Oh, no, we got a lot.
Bad.
We all was once young. You know what I'm saying? We all sometimes did a little silly stuff.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't really, what I mean?
But we ain't do some of the shit they be doing.
No, I agree with you on that. But we ain't have all the access to the stuff that they got access
These
to.
These niggas
either.
smoke with their moms and shit, man.
Oh, yeah, then that's true. I agree with you on that.
That
I
is,
agree.
yeah. They taking a little too far now. Oh, come on.
We had to go hide to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah,
we have
whatever.
respect.
Yeah.
That's the first and foremost, right?
Yeah,
we
that's
respect,
true.
Right?
They don't respect nothing.
They don't respect
anymore.
anything.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
Y'all
They
right.
don't even respect themselves.
Look at it. I mean, look what goes on in the streets of Philadelphia with this thing that, everybody want to be a tough guy.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody want to be this drill rapper. Everybody want to be this person that's doing what they doing, right? And then when they look back on what they doing, they realize that when they get in there in them four walls, they start crying and blowing snot bubbles.
Right.
For mama.
Right, ain't no coming back because the stuff they doing ain't no coming back. They think they ain't.
That's the part they don't understand.
If they do come back, they gonna be senior citizens.
Most definitely.
I don't understand it, but I guess they like Chi-Chis.
I don't think they want to be senior citizens. It's like they living to die.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's kind of sad, right?
Well, who making all the money nowadays?
The record labels.
Well,
And
they been
funeral
making the
parlors.
money,
And morticians, they making good
been
money.
making the money, but he just making it better now.
Yeah, that's true. But we got to try to get them together, wake them up, so maybe they want to do other things. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more out here than just that.
Yeah, but how do we do that? That's the thing, right? With this generation, how do we do that with the phones and
right,
social
media?
Dealing
with, you can't
You're
tell
dealing
them
with
nothing.
a
You can't say
different
nothing
element.
to them.
We could have conversations amongst each other. This generation now, they can't even talk amongst each other.
Right, they don't. Right, that's true.
Right,
That's
they
true.
get offended if you say hello to them the wrong way.
And everything social media, like y'all said, they go on the gram. They beef on the gram. Your thumbs get you in trouble now. You know what I mean? Back in the day, they say your mouth get you in trouble, your hands get you killed, or your hands, however that went. But nowadays, they thumbs getting them in trouble.
That's the thing.
They tell them they self-incriminating. They ain't even...
Oh, listen, they got a whole task force watching social media these days. So again, you tell on yourself by
everything is a live stream.
Yeah, what you say? You tell on yourself on your Instagram script, and you tell on yourself in your music now. They doing it both ways now.
Self-incriminating.
It's easy. I'm about to become a detective.
Talking about somebody snitching. Yeah,
money.
you.
That's easy money.
Exhibit A, track 2 on
right,
your album.
Right, easy money. And everybody doing it. Everybody, man. It's crazy.
But then how are you going to chastise the understanding of a child if they don't have no respect for you? Right? It starts at home.
That's true.
Right? The problem that when we look at chastising, we start at home. We got to look at the understanding of how do we do things? Why do we do it? Right? Today's, like I had a little talk with somebody and I was telling them that it starts at home, but the understanding is you got to be able to break things down to where your child respects you. Right? My mom used to say, I pay the cost to be the boss. This is my house. Right? Today's kids, you say that to them, they'll tell you in a minute, listen, I'll call DHS on you.
Right. They got the law on
They got the law on their
side.
Yeah.
They call DHS on the lower shit now.
So
even if you pick they picking your child up from school, they call DHS.
There you go. So again, the power and the structure of power has changed to where kids have more power than the parents. So again, the chastising is how do you chastise your kid without doing what our parents
getting in
used
trouble,
to do to us, right?
Well, you know what my opinion. You know what my opinion is on that one. Then, if that's the case, cut all of that off. Now, who they got to call? Who they know? Not do shit for them. Turn the TVs off. Make sure ain't no electric appliances around. Or communication that they can get in contact with anybody.
But then they're trying to say that's some type of form of abuse.
Once you start getting on them, hey, listen, it's your word against theirs. They ain't got no proof. If they ain't got no proof, who they gonna tell the show? Now, if you ain't got no bruises on them or nothing, but you crack them upside their head real good, real quick, you could bust their ass and keep them in the house. You ain't going to school this week.
But you gotta remember, in these days and times, they know how to get you in trouble. Look at the mayor deputy in Camden, Marty Smalls. He in trouble for chastising daughter doing what we
gotta stop trying to be their friend.
Listen, it's like this.
And be more
they say, you damn if you do, you damned if you don't. Listen, get on me. I'd rather you get mad at me for busting my child upside their head for doing the wrong thing than for me to be spending my money giving to you while my child's sitting in a jail cell for the rest of their life. So it could be whatever you want it to be, but sometimes you can't be scared of it.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? Because who gonna help you bury your child if they don't go to jail? They ain't right. They not giving right.
You have a fish fry.
Right. Or what's the new stuff they do besides the fish fry? They go and do the internet thing where they all get on the internet. The GoFundMe. Right. They'll GoFundme. Yeah, it's either GoFundMe or Fish Fry.
Fish Fry GoFundMe.
How
about Fish Fry GoFundme?
Right. That's the name of it. Fish Fry GoFundme. That's exactly what it is. All day.
Here we go.
You know, and we gotta just can't worry about it.
We gotta do better.
You know? But I think we gotta understand this, and this is the thing. We've allowed our kids a sense of entitlement, right? We got to be honest to what it is. We've given them phones. We've given them access to things. We've given them a lifestyle different than what they had before, especially us coming up from the inner city.
We didn't have that growing up.
We giving them shit we ain't have. A lot of shit we ain't had.
And that's the key. So when we look at it, we have to fault ourselves for how we going to chastise them when we've given them what we wanted to give them. Why? Because you don't want them in these conditions and circumstances that we have gone through or seen.
Right.
So when we look at it, we're like, all right, I want to keep my kids away from that. I want to do this. I want to do that. So when your kid is sitting there talking about, well, I'm 16, 17 now, you going to buy me a car? You're like, well, hold on, I had SEPTA. But again, if you're not living in the area where SEPTA is being provided or public transportation, you got to buy them a car. Right. So then the sense of entitlement.
I got what you're saying, yeah.
So again, the chastising is I buy them a car, but I tell them they got to be home by 11. And and they're going to look at you like, for real?
Right, well, that's when all the fun start.
Right. So the understanding is you got to be accountable. And as a parent, you got to look at it and draw a line and understand that this is the line we're going to deal with. This is the line I'm not going to deal with. And this is where we're going to go with it. Because, again, chastising your kids is different ways you can chastise. Right? There's no need for belts and more. It's more or less like teaching them understanding.
I understand that. But now I'm about to go back in the day. You know, I'm going to tell y'all straight up. Back in the day, a belt would do the job.
It did.
The belt did the job. I'm gonna tell you.
Or the threat of the belt.
No, ain't no threat. The belt. Goddamn the hell with the threat. The belt on your ass.
Which kind of belt?
I'm gonna tell you. A nice size belt.
But whose belt was it?
It was either your dad belt or your grandpa belt.
There you go. That's the difference. Because mom belt ain't working.
Or old good thick belt. I'm gonna tell you. Peep this. I'm gonna put y'all on to something. A lot of them people got their ass beat. But they ain't get a good ass whooping. I'm going to tell you who was the best ass whooper, who I grew up with.
Ooh.
My dad.
There you go.
My dad was the best ass whooper in the world.
But remember them.
Hold on, let me finish telling y'all about the ass whooping. My dad had a technique to his ass whooping. Serious, I'm going to tell you what his technique was. You know when your parent bust your ass, you try to run around and make them try to chase you and all that?
Yeah.
No, Pops ain't play that. My Pops like, come here. You think he let you run around for a minute? He be like, oh, that's it, nigga. Mm-hmm. He used to make me bend over, put my head between his legs. So now only ass is out. Ass is out. Just nothing but my red ass. And he had a grip on my motherfucking neck and shoulders with his knee. You know, he wasn't that big. He thin too. Man, wear my ass out. You heard me? After you get your ass whipped like that a couple times, you go to sleep and you're going to get your act together.
And you don't get no dinner that night.
That's right. You ain't going back acting a fool no more.
No.
You heard me? No. I used to but I was hard-headed.
Me too.
I used to get my ass whipped all the time. I had to get a little bit of that medicine at least twice a month.
Damn.
At least twice a month. On some real, at least twice a month. I ain't going to lie.
24 times a year?
Basically, I had to get it. Until I realized it ain't worth it. You know, after your ass be sore, you get a little bit of skin off that ass. One time I got the skin whipped off my ass for guess what I did, though? I deserved it. Guess what I did?
Damn.
Set the clubhouse on fire. We all sitting in the clubhouse. We chilling. We back in the day, you make clubhouses out of doors and all that stuff. So we made our little clubhouse. We sitting at a can. So we throwing paper in there, got the fire burning. My silly behind, I'm throwing batteries in the fire. And they were like, yo, stop, don't do that. I'm throwing more wood. So it got to the point where the smoke started going over to the little block, going on the bridge. So everybody on the bridge see all this smoke, and all of our little silly asses still sitting in there, chilling, coughing, and they like,
no, y'all in the fucking
no, we gonna kill ourselves. Next minute I know, who I hear out of nowhere? My pop. And you know how my pop called my name, yo. So yeah, right. That nigga say, Dana!
Tyson based me in that.
Yo, right. Yo, no lie, yo. Everybody left out the clubhouse hollering my name, telling on me. Everybody was telling. He the one had the fire going like that. It was him. My dad took me in the crib, yo. He beat he gave me a good ass whooping. That's the first time I ever got the skin. Remember they said I beat the skin off your ass?
Yeah.
Nigga, I got the skin beat off my ass. You heard me? For that. But he said I did it because, nigga, you could have killed yourself.
Yeah, what month was that in?
Summertime.
So summertime. So by fall, a month later, you got your ass whooped 2 more times.
Yes, 2 more times.
So you learned your lesson.
That was for something different. It wasn't for the same type of scenario, though.
All right.
You know what I mean?
We understand that.
But after that, I cooled out. I said, you know what?
You stopped.
Maybe if parents got back to that, maybe it'd be a little more, maybe less craziness going on.
Mm-hmm. It probably would, yeah.
And,
we got our ass whooped. We did something.
Balls in your jaw. Okay.